Kia ora tātou. My name is Kevin Helas, the founder of the Wholefood Kitchen. So I wanted to speak about what gets in the way when it comes to cooking. My experience in the kitchen when I'm teaching people how to cook is there's a set of very common barriers to engaging with cooking and also enjoying cooking, which keep coming up. I'll just run through them quickly. There's very common ones. Often it's a feeling that you don't know what to cook. You don't know where to start, don't know what to cook. It can become a real chore or an obligation if you're cooking for your family or even for yourself. Often it's not particularly enjoyable because of that. It becomes stressful. And another common thing is people don't like making mistakes or wasting food. So, when they want to practically put a meal on the table, they're very reluctant to try things for fear of things going wrong. And of course, around all of that, there's a very strong sense of shame and embarrassment sometimes that comes into play around cooking, not being able to cook, wanting to but not being able to, not really knowing where to go. But what's also very interesting that these fears or these blocks are also very easy to overcome with the support and guidance of someone else, which is really what I'm doing with the Wholefood Kitchen, creating spaces for people to come up against their blocks in order to transform them. But I also want to speak about other things that get in the way in the wider environment and society in general, which is really important to speak about. There's a particular culture of food and cooking which we're all part of. I think people love food. People enjoy food. They enjoy food cooked well, prepared well. And we're bombarded with shows about food, about cooking. It's become part of an entertainment industry. Very aspirational. So people watch shows about great restaurants, great chefs. We have MasterChef, we have various programs which are about people, ordinary people maybe, coming into that realm and cooking as a form of entertainment. So it's aspirational, it's inspirational, but I would say it also comes into the category of creating a sort of food porn culture, which has a very similar effect as the porn culture. So it's all about gratification, it's all about performance. What gets lost in this is we lose the connection with cooking as being part of our birthright, as part of what it is to be human. It feeds a degree of self-consciousness. There's this conversation around, am I a cook or am I a chef? Or, literally we're cooking at home, we're cooks. If we're in a profession of cooking, we become chefs, and people train very hard and become extraordinary in the realm of cooking as chefs, cooking food, creating meals, creating incredible expressions of food for other people. But I think for people in general, we can end up having the sense of judgment, of comparison. A certain degree of resignation comes in when we're bombarded with a lot of material about people that cook well. There's also what I would call the grand illusion of recipes, in that a lot of our way of learning to cook, we're taught how to follow recipes, or we have recipe books that we are inspired by and that we buy. And like myself, like many others, we buy these things and often they just sit untouched in the kitchen, and actually sometimes add to the pressure of not being able to cook, because it requires some time and preparation to sort of enter into a recipe and to learn how it works. And what's actually missing in this is that the recipes are handed down over generations. They're inherited by us all, but they're also things that are crafted and often written after the event of the creation of a dish. So you will often get recipes that are adaptations of classics, and they're written by chefs who've probably created a dish countless times in many different ways and come to a version of a meal which they then put in a book. But of course they don't cook that way. They cook with the knowledge of how to create food, of how to put a meal together. Part of my commitment is to really bring that education from the chefing world, from the professional world, into everyday life, some of the fundamentals of cooking are very much about some basic skills and some basic understanding, which allows us to create our own meals and to approach cooking in a very different way. So that's part of my commitment. It's part of what I do with the Wholefood Kitchen, really, is to really look at those fears that come up and look at what gets in the way when it comes to cooking and help people move through them. The other critical thing I just want to mention around this too, what gets in the way. My experience of being in countless cooking classes, both in London and here and personally, is that what is revealed when you set an intention of creating a space for learning cooking for people, is that almost immediately people revert into a relationship with food, a relationship with cooking, and a relationship with a kitchen which is informed by their childhood and their family background, their upbringing. So it's almost, I have noticed this, but it's almost like everyone reverts to 5 years old in the kitchen. And the way they are in the kitchen and the way they relate to food and putting together a meal, it's informed by their experience of growing up with their family, modeled by how it was for them in their family life, who cooked in the kitchen, whether it was a mother or father, or what was the relationship and the dynamic around food. That's our model that we carry with us in our patterns and our behaviors and our level of enjoyment around the art of cooking or the act of cooking. And the wonderful thing about this is that when we engage with cooking, we have an opportunity to reveal some of these patterns and behaviors, and to transform them, to actually step towards them and transcend them. So that really is the real gift of engaging with cooking consciously and seeing it as an avenue for growth. And let's say healing. It's very, very healing to engage with cooking in this way consciously.